This video is brought to you in association with Crafts Beautiful, the UK's favourite crafting magazine. For exclusive subscription offers, visit www.craftyclub.net.
Hi there, I'm Emma Ward and I'm pleased to welcome you to the latest video demonstration brought to you by the Crafts channel. I'm joined today by Corinne Bradd, who's going to be showing us how to make button flowers. Right, Corinne, what do we need to do
they're
first?
very, very simple. They're really quite cute toppers for your cards, so you can sit down in an evening and make them in a batch. And they are simply punched out of shapes with a stack of buttons on the top.
Yeah.
But they do really look pretty if you put them on a card. You can curl the leaves of them. So all we've done simply, you know when you get a whole load of odd bits of paper that you don't know what to do with, may I recommend you find yourself a decent flower punch and just, before you throw that paper away, see if you can punch a flower out of it, because then you'll end up with a whole collection of lovely colours. So to start with, you just want to layer a couple of colours up. Be creative, pick and choose. You don't really want more than about two flower shapes per topper, because otherwise the petals will overlap so much that you won't really be able to see what you're doing. You can mix card with paper together. What you can do is, if you've got a finished paper like this gold one, is if you just get the edge of your scissors, you can curl the petals over first. Quite simply like this. And stick it into a background. And because you're only sticking the centre of the flower, they will sit up proud from there. That's what I've done on the main card there, so they sit up, you know, adds a bit more dimension. So you've got your flower shapes, and then what you need to do is just make the centres with buttons. Have loads of buttons. Mix and match. Don't worry about matching the colours up too much. Sometimes 3 buttons look best. It's always quite nice actually to top it off with a 4-hole button in the middle. That one's a little bit too big. Just have a rummage through here. Do that one. That will look pretty. 6 strands of embroidery thread. I quite like the variegated threads that you can get now, because it does mean that you get various different colours and you don't have to pay for various different colours. If you've got 2-hole buttons, put your thread through 1 hole and then 4, and then don't tie a knot at the end, just hold on to it between your fingers. Thread it back across there and through the 2 holes again. And as this is a 4-hole button, we'll just go back again through the 2 holes of the underneath ones and up through the empty holes at the top. I do feel that buttons on cards without a bit of thread in the hole look a bit naked almost. Well, no, I know it sounds odd, but it does look much, much prettier. Because it looks much more natural, because of course the button is sewn on normally. Double knot at the end of it, and then just snip your thread quite close to the ends. And strong tacky glue. You are best using like a thick PVA, because although it takes a little while to dry, it does hold it very securely. And a lot of buttons, if they're sort of concave, you are going to struggle to get them to sit perfectly on there. And they just pop on like that. And as I say, you can just have one as a central piece in a card. You can gather several of them together. Now these have only got 2 buttons on here. Again, they work very well. What I've done is I've made sure that it's pink and white and blue and yellow. So they all coordinate quite nicely. And the other thing, which I will show you in a little while, is adding some stitching to the card. It gives it that whole haberdashery look to it. So I'll just put the other toppers on here, and then we'll come back and I'll show you how to do blanket stitch on a card.
Fantastic, thanks for that, Corinne. Well, make sure you come back and join us for the next instalment of this series, where Corinne will be adding blanket stitch to cards. Thanks, and I'll see you next time.